Chaemiko versus Soin. Playday 8 of the Rejuvenation Cup, best of 6. And we start off on Northern Isles. The map veto system in this tournament is quite unique. The way it works is, there's a... As far as map vetoes go, it's divided into 2 separate best of 3s. So for the first 3 best of 3s, you do the vetoes. For the first best of 3, I mean, you do the vetoes, and then you do another set of vetoes for the second best of 3. So we can, and most likely will, see returning maps. And the way it works is, in this best of 6, if it's a tie at 3 and 3, it's 1 point awarded for each player. And in case of a win with 4 maps, it's going to be 2 points for the winning player. So in starting off here in the bottom left, in the blue, Chaemiko top right in the red. With a very standard opening so far. Archmage Footman build against the Farseer Headhunters on the other side. Chaemiko going for a small camp first, not going for the Tuskars at the beginning. Which I thought was kind of standard nowadays, but alright. Of course, the humans have been suffering against the Farseer Headhunters quite a bit over the last few months, like many others have. And a lot of brilliant human players like Chaemiko have tried to come up with solutions.
A player's forces are under attack.
As both players are trying to creep towards level 2. In the past we saw a lot of ultra aggressive play from the Farseer on level 1 right away, trying to prevent the... Oh, this is a big last hit right here. If the Farseer gets the Murloc, it would be level 2 AM prevented, but can't quite manage to do it. The level 2 not achieved quickly enough. The Wolves and the Headhunters still taking a little while, but we'll have it in a moment. And then attack to tier 2 should be beginning soon. On a little side note, of course, we once again have to use the Chinese clean feed that I'm showing right now. So unfortunately, we don't have our own camera control and we don't have our own overlay. Unfortunately, that's the way it has to be for this tournament. I hope you guys can live with that. As Chaemiko now looking to be perhaps a bit more aggressive, pushing into the Orc base. Could definitely cancel the shop right here. This is especially annoying if the Orc is low HP and needs to start healing now. That's not so much the case. Headhunters all still full HP, and the Farseer has only taken a little bit of damage. Normally the human here wants to threaten an attack and just run around, keep the Orc kind of busy, and wait for defend to finish, and then maybe go for an attack, but it's only 4 footmen if I see this right, no more. And we saw a blacksmith early as well, so Chaemiko playing rifleman here. And without defense, the footies simply have to run. There's no way they can take this fight against Headhunters and the Farseer. Ideally, Chaemiko would love to get level 3 here somehow. But since he doesn't have that many footies to creep with, since there's no camps he can creep with militia only, it's not so easy to do. I wonder if he's gonna go for a tavern hero, maybe? I doubt it, though. The last couple of times I saw Chaemiko playing in this matchup, it was basically always MK. And there, indeed, he is the Mountain King. We've seen quite a bit of fast expansion play recently again, by the way, by the humans. But doesn't always seem to work out. Very stressful as well. You're going to be under a lot of pressure right away. Archmage saving a lot of his mana here, by the way. So he's going to have pretty much full mana by the time that the MK arrives. Which is right now. Long rifles coming. And of course TC second for Soin, who's going to try to carry the late game. Stomp versus Clap most likely is going to be once again the... oh. the big difference maker in the late game. Although some humans with riflemen like to go for just Stormbolt and Bash. And then try to target down units one by one with the rifleman damage. Whereas, of course, with casters and breakers, you would definitely need Clap.
A player's forces are under attack.
Sorry for the spikes right now. This is on the Chinese clean feed. Sometimes it is a bit laggy, like right now. This is always, yeah, pretty annoying. Normally it stabilizes after a while. Thank you very much, Mostar, with a 62-month resub. Thank you. More than 5 years, man. That's crazy. Chaemiko got a big item here in the middle. Got the camp, the merchant, got the belt of giant strength, which is actually really good for the MK. Bonus health, bonus damage on the little dwarf, always good. Alright, let's try to change the quality here. Maybe that's gonna help. Inriz with the 17 months as well. Thank you. Yeah, this is always the unfortunate part of having to do these Chinese clean feed streams. Sometimes they are laggy. Alright, I'm trying to refresh and hope that it works. There's no real way for me to control it. I just have to hope that the connection is going to end up being good. The routing. Alright. Let's try again. So Chaemiko got the one camp in the middle. Soin's gonna get the other. Wand of the Wind can be really good against the MK. Cycloning him up in the air. Mountain King. Oh my god, look at that Mountain King. +7 armor. 1100 HP. Super tanky. But not level 3 yet. That's the big difference here. And Soin's gonna run in. Dispel's super fast against the Wand of the Wind. Nicely done. Chaemiko's definitely gonna need some militia right here. We also see the clap coming into play. Wand of the Wind used again. Oh, one grunt stuck against the creeps. Definitely a mistake there by Soin, as now the militia arrive. Seem almost a bit late. Heal scroll used early into the fight for Soin. This is not looking too bad for Chaemiko, I'd say. We got level 3 on the Archmage for Chaemiko. Some rifles going down, some headhunters going down. Fairly even exchange so far, I would say. Oh, Farseer in trouble. Stormbolt finds him. Has to TP out here for sure. One more Chain Lightning to get that kill on the rifle. Also not bad. Shaman taken out as well. Well, the TC was, I think, slowed there for a second. A bit scary, but okay, he's gonna get out. But Chaemiko defending there pretty well. Soin knew he had the level 3 TC advantage. He had the heal scroll advantage. He thought he would be able to get a good fight there. But Chaemiko handling that push really, really well, I'd say. And normally, the Orcs try to tier 2 expand in this matchup. Go for the tier 2 expo, creep the level 3, and then play with a second base. But here, Soin doesn't have an expansion coming up. And normally, the later the game goes, the better it's going to get for the human. Because the MK is going to be really, really strong. Plus, also, the human is going to have the option of going into breakers in the late game, where the TC isn't going to be so strong anymore. And if you manage to stay in an even game, one base, level 5 Mountain King can basically not be defeated by Orc. Or at least, it's extremely, extremely hard to. So with some fancy plays, by the way. He got a Grunt and a Shaman in the Zeppelin, so he wants to do some Lightning Shield to drop Harass. And I don't think Chaemiko saw it. 1225 HP on this MK. He's about to get level 4 all of a sudden. Is this enough for level 4? It might be, right? Oh yeah, it is. 1300 HP. Oh, but that lightning shield. Oh, that's doing a lot of damage. Oh my god. That's a sick drop. Oh, Jesus. Oh my god, look at all these peasants. Imagine one chain lightning, dude. Oh my god. And Chaemiko's too far away from the main. That's of course the big disadvantage for human, especially in the late game, I'd say. The low movement speed. They don't have endurance aura. They don't have unholy aura. So the army for them really not the most mobile. Thank you very much, Rick Prime, with a 43-month resub. Beastier here is going to get cancelled. Oh, and Soin doesn't have reinforced defenses. That's something that he suffered quite a bit from already in WO3 Champions Finals against Happy. And now we're going to have the next big fight break out. Scroll of the Beast. Scroll of Speed, I mean. Being popped, trying to get into the right position. We do have a Scroll of the Beast. On the human side, that is. Chaemiko has some sorceresses here also to work with. Slow can now come into play as the Scroll of Speed is over. But the TC gets level 4. That's also more movement speed. But the MK really strong right now. Pops the mana potion. He's got more spells to use. He's got level 2 Stormbolt and Clap right now. The power of the late game MK once again being displayed right here. TC takes quite some damage. Has the Invo Potion though still left. Good kiting by Chaemiko, making use of the slow, moving into a better position. And it only seems to be Soin at the moment who's losing units. Chaemiko, I think he lost a few peasants in the main, but he didn't lose much army, as far as I could tell. Level 2 Brilliance Aura, working its magic here as well. MK gathering up more and more mana. He's got another clap ready, doesn't he? Yeah, in just a second. He's waiting for the perfect clap. Invo Potion on the TC, trying to come in for the big stomp. Hits the stomp only on one single rifleman though. Not exactly huge. But the MK's clap could be massive. Could be right next to all of these 2 supply units. And there it is. Oh, baby. The shaman got out of the way. But everything else slowed and dazed. And this MK is just so tanky, it's ridiculous. TC on the other hand, not so tanky anymore, super low HP. Don't see a shop right here. I think it's behind the altar. Speed scroll, disengage. Soin trying to get out. Oh, stumble on the TC. But he did get enough distance to make it away here. But this first map is looking great for Chaemiko. Thank you very much, Punch and Stink, with a 19-month resub. As Soin just keeps on hemorrhaging units. One after the next going down. And I think his big mistake was not expanding this game. You need to play your early mid-game advantage, play the expo, and then play from 2 base. This GG seemed just a little too straightforward. Soin just tried to creep level 3, get the heal scroll, take the fight. But yeah, if he doesn't win that fight handily, then he's gonna be behind in that game. Early game and early mid game, of course, super strong for ORC. We've seen it time and time again. The CORSAIR early on, the Headhunter follow-up, super powerful. And then on tier 2, the TC can creep to level 3 very easily. You get map control. You get that heal scroll usually, as we saw. But the longer it goes, the more it's gonna tilt in favor of the human. With the addition of breakers and slow and clap level 2 and stormbolt level 2 and more items on the Mountain King. The human is gonna pull further ahead there in the late game, which is why normally we see the expansion play from ORC. I wonder why he didn't do it. This is pretty standard. Going for the expansion at around 40 supply or so, more or less. But well done by Chaemiko. He's known for being very good in this matchup specifically, even if the humans have been suffering quite a bit against the orcs for a while. Chaemiko, definitely one of the best out there. Takes the 1-0 lead. The first player, of course, to get 4 wins is going to take the best of 6. So either we're going to have one player taking 4 maps and winning the series, or a 3-3 draw would also be possible, As I mentioned earlier, draw results in 1 point for each player, and a win results in 1 point for the victor. And we can take a look at the standings as well, what this has shaped up to be, because we're on Playday 8 already, so we are around 1/3 of the way through the league stage. And Soin at the moment at the very bottom, which is kind of unusual. In Warcraft 3 Champions, he looked so damn good, taking first place in one hell of a performance. But so far, the matches didn't go too well for Soin. 0-4 against Focus, 0-4 against Colorful. So in fact, he didn't even win a map yet. Chaemiko got a draw against Lawlight, which I think is already a pretty good achievement. And also very impressively defeated Fly with 4-1. So Soin could possibly receive his 3rd loss today, which would not bode well for him. He would really have to make some headway then in the later stages. I wonder if Shockwave might not be better. Yeah, Shockwave got buffed fairly recently, right? Down to only 90 mana. But I think Stomp is just still way better. If you want to go for base races and building kills, Shockwave is really good because it also damages buildings. But in terms of pure fighting strength, Stomp is so good. Against casters, against rifles, against militia, Stomp, really, really powerful. I would say way better. But yeah, in the base race kind of scenario, there is an option certainly to go for Shockwave. Though we didn't see any base racing on map 1. Maybe on map 2, things are going to change. Chaemiko took the 1-0 lead as we move on to Tight Hunters for our second map. Tight Hunters is a map with many different pathways you can take, and also many different angles to attack the opponent's main base. And sort of ways to expand in a corner, so expanding as the orc and then going for base races could be an option. Great start for Chaemiko here with the claws +5. It's a nice little gift at the beginning. And it's creeping very, very quickly. I like the efficiency here. The speed of creeping that Chaemiko is displaying. The militia finished the camp, the first one, and the Archmage already on his way over to the second one. Footy is scouting. That should be level 2 for the AM here, I believe. Yep, gets level 2. Picks up 2 items right away. Oh, and both Water Elementals experience denied. Farseer got none of those. Chaemiko, famous for his footman blocks and surround skills, so you always have to be careful about that when facing him especially. Tier 2 starting. And again, we see the blacksmith, so once again, rifles seem to be the plan. These 2 or 3 rifles into breakers, or maybe even 4 rifles into breakers, is something we've been seeing for quite a while. Rifles help out tremendously in early creep speed, but then in the late game, the breakers and casters tend to be better. Archmage with very strong inventory, double claws and circlet, oh my goodness. One headhunter here, getting pressured. The Farseer as well. And here we see the footman block, but of course the Farseer faster than the footies. Can get away pretty well.
A player's forces are under attack.
And once again, Chaemiko is skipping on defend upgrade. If he had defend, he could fight these headhunters way better. But it seems to be the same build once again. 4 footmen only. They're only kind of a beginning help transitional unit. He wants to move into something else later, namely rifles and casters. Chaemiko's hanging around the tavern. Is he thinking about a tavern hero? No, he's not. It's MK again. As I mentioned earlier, Chaemiko almost always going for the MK. Wants to take it into the late game, and in the late game, MK is by far the best hero you can have. Chaemiko's scouting and harassing is really good. He always knows where to find the orc, where to put some pressure on. He hasn't actually been able to get some kills, but the fact that with only 4 footies and 1 archmage he's doing so much is really impressive. To be fair, these items are going a long way. Without any claws or circlet, this would be a lot harder to do. But look at that. He even got a berserker and he forced the first Scroll of the Beast. Why do I keep saying Scroll of the Beast? Scroll of Speed. And that should not be underestimated. Scroll of Speed is a very valuable commodity. But the Farseer is gonna get level 3 here now in a moment. Gets the experience from the Water Elemental this time, gets the rest of the natural. Oh, or will he though? Chaemiko is so good at getting value out of just the smallest army. MK comes in with a Stormball. That should be a kill right here. Can you deny it? Not quite. It's gonna be at least 1 more kill. Yeah, Stormball flies. 1 more kill on the docket. And 1 more Stormball is available. TC doesn't have Stomp. He's only got the Aura.
A player's forces are under attack.
And I'd say Chaemiko again in a really good position. Farseer still not level 3. Soin's army greatly diminished. Can the MK reach for another Stormbolt? A small mistake. He definitely was in range to throw it onto the Headhunter. And now with the priests out, Chaemiko has really good sustain. Way better sustain than Soin has. So in a long drawn out fight, it should be Chaemiko having the edge. If the Farseer was level 3 right here, he would definitely tip the scales, but Farseer level 3 is still not quite reached, and he's going to give solo experience to the TC, because of course the TC needs to have the levels for the late game. Wonderful game by Chaemiko, aided a little bit by good item drops, but mainly very well done by the human player. And Soin, our Warcraft Champions Season 9 winner, is definitely looking to be in trouble. Big heal potion on the MK, also a great item. And just turned daytime, by the way. So invul potion and heal scroll at the shop become available. And I imagine they'll try to go for it here in a moment. Thank you, Aka Daka, with a sub. Welcome. So it's trying to go for the expo, but that's scouted instantly. That's not gonna happen. How did the Archmage just get level 3, I wonder? I'm not sure. 3 claws, plus 17 damage on the Archmage. TC also finds the pendant, great item for him there. This footman would finally be level 3 Chain Lightning. Doesn't want to commit it, I guess. It's taking so long to get this footing and to get this level 3. While the MK is now solo creeping a bit. Wand of Illusion. Great find as well. Oh, and the footing gets denied into the creeps. Rough game for Soin, but he's got 1 silver lining. That's the TC. The TC's level 3. The TC's got good items. But the longer the game goes on 1 base, the better it is for the human. We always have to keep that in mind. The MK now gets to level 3. Belt again. Once more, over 1000 HP. Plus invul, plus heal potion. This MK basically impossible to bring down. TC about to get level 4 as well, and that level 2 aura is a very nice upgrade as well as the Farseer finally gets his level 3. Oh, Soin getting creep jacked. Speed scroll to reposition. He's got the Kodo already. Oh, and gets off the Devour against the Breaker as well. However, I think there's no more Speed Scroll. And that's because the Speed Scroll was used in the early game. Mountain King using a lot of his mana right here. I'm not sure if it's Clap 2 or Stormbolt 2. Oh, TC. Stormbolt is cooling down. It's close. Whew. Speed Scroll and TP had to be used to get out of there. Soin at 50 supply. Chaemiko also. Chaemiko probably gonna pump into upkeep here in a moment. Militia support, of course, always a big deal for the human. When you're fighting so far across the map, militia will not help you at all. It's also worth considering. Chaemiko now attacking the Expo. MK in the back, slowing down the Orc approach. That's really cool. So the expansion gets cancelled. And I think with that, Chaemiko is happy to perhaps even TP out. Again, he's got the Mountain King. He's got breakers coming. He's got late game on his side. And I like the TP here. Don't throw away your advantage. Don't risk it. There's still lots of camps to creep in the south. Get that MK to level 4. Maybe pick up some mana potions. That should mean, though, that Soin is going to get the red camp. But if Soin gets the red camp, and in exchange Chaemiko gets 3 orange camps, I'd say that even favors Chaemiko. Level 4 for the TC, even more claws. Wow, he's got so many claws. Farseer is going to pack quite a punch, plus 20 damage as the Mountain King. Wait, did he use the Invul Potion earlier? I know he gave it to the Archmage, I think. And he found a big mana potion as well, by the way. Yeah, and Soin going into upkeep. I think if Soin just goes to 60 right now with a level 4 MK, that's going to be almost impossible to beat for Soin. I think Soin has to go for base lane now. Go for base harass over and over and try to expand behind it. Because once there's like 6-7 breakers out, I don't know how this is supposed to be doable anymore for the Walk player. Item on the ground. Doesn't have inventory space. Drop the claws, I think. Or the circlet. Scroll the beast. Alright, not the best item, but something. And again, TP out by Chaemiko. 1 footy, 1 priest goes down. Oh, and the raider just barely gets out. Oh, and the sorceress caught in the back. Quite a few losses here for Chaemiko. That was a very good exchange for Soin. Getting a few units there for free.
A player's forces are under attack.
Level 5's still pretty far away. Level 5 TC and especially level 5 MK are crazy good. Chaemiko is now at 60 supply. 60 to 70 supply, that's usually where the human starts feeling very confident. Soin also climbing towards that 60. Healed scrolls, of course, also very important. Chaemiko still has 1. I think Soin has 2. And the breaker front line isn't that huge yet, we gotta say. Lots of target on the TC right away. Speed scroll. But the TC can't reach for the big stomp, and that's a speed scroll basically wasted. Big mana potion committed as well. The Kodo Beast might be going down. Oh, beautiful throw of the Beast. This time the TC does make it into the back. Has 2 more stomps at least. And the MK might be in trouble. Lots of damage towards him. He's got the heal pot. He's trying to get away. The TC also dropping low. Oh my goodness. Mountain King might be falling. Is there invis? He does have invis. Is there detection? Oh, he doesn't have detection. Forgot the dust. Huge mistake by Soin. With the dust, maybe could have gotten the kill. Gets off one more stomp, but the MK does survive. There's an invo potion that could be given over to the Mountain King. As the TC returns, but returns without mana. Oh, clap, double kill. Where are the militia? They're kind of missing here. Lots of sorcerers going down as well, but slow has been applied everywhere already. Archmage a little too far forward, perhaps. MK getting targeted heavily. Oh, the invo potion wasn't transferred by Chaemiko. Can go for a tavern res though, maybe. Very bloody exchange right here. And where are the militia? Big mistake here by Chaemiko was not putting the invo potion on the MK.
A player's forces are under attack.
He had 2 mana pots on the MK. What he should have had was only 1 mana pot. And then the invo potion as well. It's not over yet though. Tavern rest for the MK is going to be ready in a moment. There we go. But he's super low mana now. Stomp. And target on the MK again. We got the invo potion transferred. That's what was missing earlier. One more grunt. Might be going down. Oh my god, the endurance aura though. Might be saving him actually. Kodo Beast in the main also very, very hurt, so he needs to heal badly right now.
A player's forces are under attack.
Farseer about to get level 5. Oh wow, Invis Wolves. Could be super strong. The Water Elemental gives it to him. Farseer gets the level 5. And the expansion is still standing. But Chaemiko got the invo potion, I think. Or it might still be on cooldown, actually.
A player's forces are under attack.
Last little camp on the map being taken out now. MK. Oh, he does get level 5. Oh, that's a huge deal. And the priest joins. Provide some more healing. But the next invo potion should go to Soin then. That's also what he managed to do against Happy so well. Claim those invo potions over and over. But tiny army only for the Orc. 37 supply. Oh wait, did he get the invo? Oh, he did! Invo potion must have been on cooldown for just a little bit longer. And Chaemiko attacking into the main instead of the expansion is kind of unusual. It might be changing his mind right now. Stormball on the TC right away. I don't know if it's clap 3. Oh, look at the surround! TC getting surrounded by the breakers. Kodo tries to free him, but he ate the wrong breaker. Eats the wrong breaker, the TC is still stuck. And now we have the power of level 5 MK coming into play. Stormbolt flies. Clap is ready. The TC is almost dead. Archmage also very hurt. The TC on 15 HP. Oh, he dies. And the AM will survive. Gets to level 5. And the Farseer is going to be next. Soin almost came back in this game, but Chaemiko again secures it. GG called. And 2-0 lead for Chaemiko. Man, really cool to see Chaemiko looking so good in this matchup. Seems to know exactly what to do. Prioritize level 2 Archmage early and then keep pressure on the Orc while doing as much damage with the footies as you can, but never overcommitting and especially punishing him with a Creepjack. Have a fast tier 2 tech, add in the MK, find kills early on tier 2 with the help of Stormbolt, and then transition into the late game. First a couple of rifles for a bit of damage for creeping and also early skirmishes, but then breaker transition late game. And make use of clap and slow. Slight mistake there, as I said, by Chaemiko. He definitely should have had that invo potion on the MK 100% and have the small mana potion on the AM. Almost cost him the game, but not quite. And now, if Chaemiko wins the next map, he's going to have a draw already guaranteed. There will be at least one more point for him. In the point standings right now, Colorful and Happy are at the top with 5 points each, as both got 2 wins and 1 draw. And in third position, Lollide also has 5 points, but he has 1 win and 3 draws. Lollide already played 4 of his matches, and is going to have the fifth match, his 5th match of this season after the first game. The Breakers could have stolen the Wolves. Ah, that's true, actually, yeah. I thought Wolves level 3 might be a decent idea, but no. Control Magic gets rid of them very easily. That's, of course, the downside of the Farseer. Farseer is extremely good early game. Probably the best level 1 hero. I would say definitely, actually, the best level 1 hero. But will fall off quite heavily towards the late game. We're going to have the Rejuvenation Cup every day this week, by the way, until Sunday. Tomorrow, we're going to have 1-0 versus Chaemiko and Foggy versus Fly. Those are some really cool games. On Thursday, it's going to be Focus versus Colorful and Soin versus Lin. Saturday, we're going to have Happy versus Colorful, which are the front runners in the standings right now, and 1-0 versus Lin. Oh my god. Saturday is going to be sick. Happy, Colorful. No, wait, that's Friday. That's Friday. Never mind. Friday. Happy, Colorful, and 1-0 Lin. Then on Saturday, we're going to have Foggy Soin and Focus Chaemiko. And Sunday, we're going to have Foggy Lin and Happy Fly. Damn. So many amazing matches. That's, of course, what you get when you have a league with 10 of the best players in the world. I've been really enjoying these games in the Rejuvenation Cup. And now, we get ready for map number 3. That surround sealed the deal. Yeah, true. That was a 6 surround. The TC wasn't even storm bolted there. He just moved the breakers perfectly. Chaemiko has always been known for his amazing control, especially in small army skirmishes. I feel like when the fights get huge, like towards 60, 70, 80 supply, players like Infi usually tended to do better there, but at 50 supply and less, Chaemiko is just unbelievable. And that's what he was known for first, before he became the best human in the world, for his micro moves. Or his tiny micro moves. Surrounds, blocks. And he still got it, as we can clearly see. Chaemiko with an early Arcane Tower. That means he may want to go for the lab creep first.
Are under attack.
Oh, Soin is going to come right across, though, and harass this. There's a big opportunity for Soin to have a huge play and win the early game. If he gets the last hit off the Rock Golem, the game is over. Double Water Elemental summoned. This is such a big deal. This is such a big deal. We're waiting with bated breath. Who's gonna get the last hit? Oh, the military duration is basically over already. Oh, Stormbolt on the Farseer. Oh! And the Archmage gets the last hit. Whew, that was pretty tense. But now the peasants very exposed. I think 2 peasants went down already. As we have the next sub coming in, Hinterreudig with the 15 months to Soin number 1. Absolutely. Soin winning Warcraft Champions Season 9 Finals on the weekend. And this time the tech is going to be quite late. The Arcane Tower wasn't even upgraded. Wow! That looks so greedy. But it works out, I guess. It's not that many peasants that went down. Looking at the Farseer's experience, I think it's 50. That should be 2 peasants, and I think 1 was denied, so maybe 3 peasants going down. But the wolves will be resummoned, will be sent into the main once again. That should be more peasants falling for sure. Gonna get a bit more experience here. 42 experience actually. He showed it there. 42 experience, so he just got Watch Elemental experience twice. Didn't even get experience of a single peasant. Still a lot of low HP peasants though. And Chaemiko knows Soin will be looking for those kills. That's why he's keep sending the Archmage back. Sort of. And with the green camp here, that should be level 3 for the Farseer, but he's very hurt. Needs to heal up at the fountain, I guess.
A player's forces are under attack.
And we do have defend this time. So no riflemen this time around. And Chaemiko creeping 2 camps at the same time. I like seeing that. I don't think it's quite enough for level 3, but he's gonna get very close. And then he can attack into the main base, perhaps. It's an early fountain creep. Not sure if he's gonna have the time to get the Drake. The Archmage is on the way into the main base. The question here is he level 3 already? If he is, it's gonna be a scary timing. Someone's gonna have to TP, 100%. Oh, and he is level 3. And he's got so much mana, by the way. Yeah, TP has to be used. And the Drake is still alive. The Farseer got level 3. Those level 2 wolves are very strong right now, but the burrow falls. Oh, and the headhunters that are lost can't be remade at the moment. Uh-oh. Soin in some serious trouble. Oh, and Chaemiko going tier 3. Really cool. Chaemiko going tier 3, trying to go into Griffins probably once again. The TC has been started though. I'm pretty sure. If that one had been delayed, that would have been a disaster, but yeah, the TC is now here. Question is, how much has this lodge been delayed? TC's got the storm ready. Trying to line it up. Watch the in the back. Don't get the next burrow, but they force a lot of repair, and the lodge is still not started. The first attempt of the lodge has been cancelled. Oh my god, that's a huge delay on these shaman. This is looking really bad for Soin again. This could very well be the 3-0 lead for Chaemiko in this series. MK is going to come out in a moment. Chaemiko wants to keep on the pressure. Ideally, save some of his footies. And buy time until the MK joins.
A player's forces are under attack.
Oh, and the lodge is cancelled again. Oh my god. But at least Soin's lumber is somehow still looking good. So he can still make the lodge and the bestiary right now. Needs to make a burrow as well, though. Very important that Chaemiko, by the way, didn't lose the TP. He still has only a very small army available, and he needs to make sure he has the TP so he can start creeping later. Lots of footmen still alive, and we have the double Griffin Aviary coming. Maybe a bit too late. Tier 3 is already going to finish here in a moment. And what the Orc wants to do against this kind of play, against this Griffin play, is expand pretty early with a power of tier 2, have a safe expansion, and then play with an economic lead. But if you're under this much pressure, if the TC is only level 1, if you don't have an expansion coming, this is gonna be pretty rough. And level 2 water elementals being a big help. The Lodge cancel was so painful. I still don't see a single shaman. Where are they? One headhunter even goes down. That's of course the strength of the defense footies, hardly taking any damage from piercing. Archmage getting pressured, but he's got the heal potion. He's fine. Chain lightning comes through. Footies will now be going down. Lots of stormbolts used on the TC. He should survive. He already had to use one potion. May have to use another. His salves seem to be good enough. And there's no aura here. These headhunters all pretty damn slow. Easy to chase. Easy to kill. MK gonna have another stormbolt in just a moment. I think Chaemiko's macro slipped a little bit. I think he could have started Griffin production earlier, and Paladin and farms. But we don't want to be too critical. He's playing an amazing game here. The pressure he's applying is absolutely incredible. Oh, and he commits the mana potion. That might be a bit of a mistake. Because Soin definitely has a big enough army now to push this back.
A player's forces are under attack.
Here comes the Pally. Blacksmith as well for upgrades in the late game. And now finally, Soin is gonna be left alone for a while. But if he expands now, that might just be too late. Game is certainly not won yet for Chaemiko. If the Raider and Snares plus Focus Fire deal with the Griffins quickly and they get taken out one by one, this could still be Soin's game, but Chaemiko certainly played a really strong match here so far. And of course, if you have Griffins in the late game and there's heavy armor creeps on the map, you can creep super fast. And on this map, there's lots of heavy armor creeps. Try to go for the Ogre Lord pull Chaemiko in the middle at the red. I don't know if it worked. He got the item? I imagine so, I guess. Ah yeah, there's the corpse. He got the item. Got the level 2 on the MK as well. Oh, Creepjack. Paladin getting caught. Could be saved with the staff. Uses the storm. Misses the Paladin though. And fighting so close to the human main is not ideal because the militia support is going to be pretty strong. Especially against these headhunters and raiders. First raider taken out right away. And the Griffins aren't dying too quickly. Alright, one Griffin now falls. But traded for at least 2 units, maybe 3. Speedster had to be used as well. And yeah, that's another headhunter going down. That was not a good exchange for Soin. But he's trying to also buy time for the expansion, which is on its way up. Maybe 1 minute still away, maybe a bit more. Chain Lightning doesn't quite find the kill. The magic damage of the Griffins, very, very strong against heavy armor. Paladin got level 2. That's also relevant. TC got level 3 finally, but he doesn't even have mana. And the Stormbolt focus against the Raiders so easily results in kills. If the AM gets level 4 and the Pally gets... Well, if all the human heroes get 1 more level up, I think it's gonna be hopeless for Soin. Why is the Drake here? The Drake somehow woke up and wanted to take part in the fight. He returns back to the fountain. Trying to snipe these Griffins one by one, but we do have still a few more Holy Lights still left. There's another one. And it seems like Chaemiko's trading favorably. He's also getting valuable experience right here. As the militia once again join. But now Chaemiko, everything low mana, wants to fall back. Wants to retain his Griffin count. Oh, nice ensnare. Pulls the Griffin way back. That's again gonna cost the Raider. That's of course a trade favoring the Orc. Obviously. And the MK now perhaps in trouble, but no, actually he's fine. As the expansion is finally finished. But this is a pretty late expansion that came at quite a price. Lots of units had to be invested. And Chaemiko, if he gets Pally 3, MK 3, he is gonna become so strong. Oh, and there's no reinforced defenses, by the way. If Chaemiko ever makes it to the burrows, they're all gonna get annihilated. That's not a heavy armor creep. The Red Drake easily taken out with the Griffins. And it's MK level 3. Paladin still needs a bit more for level 3. Would love to see him solo crept right here. And I think that's what Chaemiko's trying to do. Oh! But good read by Soin. He's anticipating a creep jack here. And he's right to do so. But taking out these Griffins at the fountain is not easy by any means. This Paladin's also about to get level 3. Trying to stay out of range of the Stomp. So it has to win this fight big. If he loses this fight and loses the expo, the game is over. And there we go. Paladin now level 3. Clap in the back as well. 5 Griffins still in the air, and Soin seemingly can't take this fight. Chaemiko still lots of gold, by the way. 800 gold for Chaemiko. He can go into plenty more production. Maybe some items. As we also see Militia joining into the fray. And the level 2 Hoylite is just, I think, too much healing. Soin doesn't have the DPS anymore to deal with this late game tech human army. I even got a staff. I didn't even see the staff before. So we can utilize that as well to save some Griffins. Yeah, I love the shop that the peasants are power building. Some more mana pots here would be glorious. Soin at 51 supply, but quickly dropping. The Griffin DPS too much for him. I think this game is pretty much over. Maybe hero kill. Hero kill, I feel, has to be the way. But against the level 3 Pally, that is just so hard to do. And the Paladin positioning is always wonderful. Chaemiko makes sure he never gets 2 of his heroes stomped, especially the Paladin plus another stomped. Because that's the easiest way to lose a hero and lose the game. All of a sudden, though, a few more Griffins did go down. We only have 3 left. But 3 is still a pretty scary number. Oh my god, is the shop actually gonna finish? Only 2 peasants left right here, and the shop finishing. That's game. That's 100% game. Now we can go for potions. And Soin has nothing left in the tank.
Forces are under attack.
His army has been eviscerated. Chaemiko playing a different strategy this time. Not the rifles into late game breakers. But the Griffins, especially popular on this map. Because you can creep level 3 AM here pretty reliably. With the lab creep early. Because the fountains are so good for Griffins. Because the creeping with heavy armor can work out so well with Griffins. This map seems to work out quite well for this fancy tier 3 style. And Soin, after having climbed Olympus on Sunday, he's falling back into the Styx River today. GG. And that's a quick 3-0 for Chaemiko. God damn! Looking super hot here, the Korean human player. Soin so far with not much of a chance. Honestly, the first map was really one-sided for Chaemiko. Second map was very close. Although only very close because Chaemiko made that mistake with the Invo Potion. And the third map, once again, looked pretty convincing. Very, very nice play. Chaemiko, I would say, definitely looks like the best human versus orc player in the world. And perhaps not Soin's strongest matchup. Soin, normally known for being good against especially Undead and Orc. Struggling more so against Night Elf. And I guess also here visible against Human. Testy Test with a 32-month resub. Says 32 months. That's 64 marks. Thank you, man. And dirt for dinner. Gifting us up to Ferryman. Thank you. This could be a rather short series. If Chaemiko wins the next map, that's gonna be done and dusted then already. And Chaemiko would have gathered another 2 points. Would bring up to 5 points total. We're just gonna tie him in points with Happy and Colorful and Lawlight. Happy and Lawlight will be playing, of course, right after this. I wonder if they're already ready to go. Why not a second BC with bats? Yeah, it's a good question. That's something actually we've seen quite a bit in the past by orcs, but the problem in that game wasn't that he didn't make the right units. The problem was he was able to make them too late because the expansion was too late. The important thing you need to manage against this Griffin strategy is play a safer mid-game and early game and deal with the human attack, the level 3 Archmage pressure easier, and then expand earlier and easier. The problem is, if you don't get up the expansion quickly enough, in that game, the expansion was definitely not finished quickly enough. Chaemiko looking damn strong. 3-0 lead for him. Only needs one more map in this best of 6 to get the win, and with that, the 2 points. We go to Tidehunters once again, which seemed to be the best map for Soin out of the first 3. As I mentioned earlier, because of how the veto system works, we can see returning maps. So the way it works is, for the first 3 maps, you do a set of vetoes. And then for the second pair of 3 maps, you do another set of vetoes. And Chaemiko here earlier was very, very lucky with finding Claws and Circlet at the first 2 camps, which is absolutely perfect. So this time around, most likely, he's gonna have a bit of a tougher time when the items aren't so perfect. We'll see if the opening creep route is once again the same. Farseer going over to the green first and then harassing at the natural. That's what he was doing before. Seems like he will be doing that again. Or creeping it only with the units and harassing with the Farseer. That's pretty cool. I'm not sure if he did that before. Oh, there's a huge last hit. There's an absolutely huge last hit. Oh my god, that was so close. Farseer almost got it. Almost, but not quite. Chaemiko started off with a circlet. These early game items are very, very influential. Doesn't look like he has claws, I would say.
A player's forces are under attack.
And we got the blacksmith coming. Tower, more farms, rifles again will be added in here.
player's forces are under
Aim with the
attack.
gloves, by the way, which is a decent item, but nothing crazy. Oh, the lightning shield creep here. Not looking too good. Oh, the skeletal orc. Got the lightning shield. Oh boy. Oh my god, and denied. He denied 2 of the creeps. Oh my god, disaster. Absolute disaster for Chaemiko. And he's super low HP everywhere. Somehow the footies don't get found.
Are under attack.
Oh, maybe they do though. They're trying to hide, but Soin knows where they are. And that's all footies dead. Oh my god. Horrible, horrible, horrible early game for Chaemiko. Well, this should be the first map win for Soin.
A player's forces are under attack.
CORSAIR about to get level 3. Archmage still pretty far away from that. Game isn't exactly over yet, but it should be very easy for Soin with all these kills from the early game to set up an early expansion on tier 2 and then play with a strong lead into the mid game.
A player's forces are under attack.
Double gloves, also not the greatest for the AM. Poking a little bit with the Archmage, but has to be careful as it is with his low HP. If a TC comes in with speed scroll and stomp, could be a bit painful. And earlier in their previous maps, Chaemiko was always able to find kills with the MK, coming in with a storm wall and a few footies that there still were, and diminish the number of headhunters, which is a really big deal in the early mid-game stages. But because IM isn't level 3 and CORSAIR is, and all the footies died, Chaemiko has to be much more careful this time around. Oh, but it seemed like maybe he sniped the Ogre Magi, and that consumable item is a big deal.
A player's forces are under attack.
The TC was trying to go to the natural, but there was nothing left to creep there, so not super fast creeping here by the TC, but now with 5 headhunters and the grunt, he can pretty much creep easily anywhere on the map, as we now see the tier 2 expansion coming. By far the best early game for Soin this whole series.
A player's forces are under attack.
It's going to turn daytime in a moment. Invul potions will become available. And heal scroll. TC now with a level 2. Really wants to have that level 3 though before the first big fight. Illusion Scout finds out what's going on.
A player's forces are under attack.
Talisman of Evasion is okay. It's not amazing. Wait, did the Farseer not buy any items from the shop? He was just there a moment ago. Oh, if Chaemiko gets both items from the shop, Invul and Heal Scroll, that would be kind of crazy. Thank you. It's Vampy with the 4-month resub says, Remo, you're going to play any tournaments in the near future? Probably not. I really haven't been playing much ladder recently. Healthstone, level 4 and level 3. Wow, that was huge upgrades for Soin. But the expansion is cancelled. However, Soin's strong items. He's got a 2-level lead on his heroes. He's in a good position on the map. He can creep even more camps down in the south. Hope for some mana potions. One of mana stealing it is. Also not too bad. Oh, does Chaemiko really want to fight into this army? Without a level 3 MK, that looks very dangerous. But with a militia flank, could be a good position for him. Needs to call the militia right now, though. Ah yeah, and here they come. Militia arrives. Scroll the Beast popped as well. Okay, that's a lot of damage on these rifles, actually. TC stuck behind his own units. Needs to get storm-bolted here to get control. And he is. Getting surrounded, by the way. Oh, is that the right target to surround? Oh, that might be a big mistake. All the militia dead instantly. Trying to go after the TC still. TP was transferred. TP has to be used. I think that was a favorable trade for the Orc, though. Some casters being traded out towards the end. Chaemiko down to less than 40 supply. I think Soin still got 50, right? Yeah, more or less. And he's got the expansion coming up again. Yeah, surrounding the TC there, probably a mistake. The MK doesn't have clap. He's got bash this time. Soin is creeping up even more. Rune bracers, amazing for the TC. We just got level 4.
A player's forces are under attack.
As the MK finally gets to level 3. That took forever. But again, no clap. Which means with Stormbolt level 2, he probably wants to focus on the TC. But that TC now has Rune Bracers. This game is looking amazing now for Soin. This has to be his match. His map, I should say. Double heal scroll as well. Oh my god. Double heal scroll and Animal Potion. He sold the Rune Bracers. What? That's pretty crazy. And to be fair, the expansion is going to get cancelled again. Oh. Or is it? Oh, Soin with the catch. Finds a priest. Kills that one off for free right away. TC taking some damage at the beginning. Can't believe he sold the Rune Bracers, dude. What the hell? MK also getting targeted a bit, but he's got an Immo Potion also. Oh my god, double bash. Triple bash. Oh no, Soin. Don't tell me you're giving this game away. Another Stormbolt. Another kill. Farseer is close to level 5 though, dude. Another Scroll of the Beast. TC with the healed scroll. Dodges the Stormbolt! Perfect timing on the Invul Potion. MK now in trouble. Gets the Invul out just barely in time, but he's so low HP. He can't really heal too well. And the Farseer gets level 5. And no breakers this time to steal the wolves. TP transfer. Couldn't use it. Everything goes down. GG. There we go. Soin is bringing it back. Is not going to lose 0-4 today. That's his first map, by the way. The first 2 matches in the Rejuvenation Cup for Soin were pretty unfortunate, where he didn't get a single map. Today he gets at least 1 map. Yeah, that all comes down to the early game. When the Archmage went for that Lightning Shield creep and then denied 2 creeps and 3 footies were killed, AM was low, he was so far behind. And especially against Farseer Hunters, you cannot afford to fall behind. Because then the momentum swings just completely in favor of the Orc into the mid game. Honestly, Chaemiko was doing a good job cancelling the expansions a couple of times. But if you do that, that means you're not creeping. That means the opponent is going to get far ahead in levels. We saw that there. Double level 4 very early on the Farseer and TC. And yeah, Chaemiko knows he kind of messed up that game. And Tithe Hunters might also be the best map for Orc. You could make an argument for. Right? Yeah, I think so. Out of those 3 maps, that is. Compared to Northern Isles and Concealed. We'll see if these will be the other 2 maps once again, or if there's going to be a difference now in the vetoes. Next map going to start in a little moment. Lawlight and Happy, of course, will be coming up next after this. Lawlight, who has had 3 draws already against Lynn, Chaemiko, and Foggy. Yeah, when we interviewed Soin on the weekend, when he won Warcraft 3 Champions Finals, he was really proud of himself and really felt in the groove, really felt in the zone, and he certainly looked to be that way, playing so strong against Happy. But he also said in the Rejuvenation Cup, for some reason, it's not working out so well. Why ever that might be. And it's entirely possible that today, after his 3rd Playday, he still might have 0 points. Him and Fly both looking pretty rough. Fly already played 4 matches, and he's got 0 points as well. So the Orcs in the standings at the moment, not that good. Lynn also only 3 points. However, Lynn only played 2 matches so far. 1 win and 1 draw. And now we have map number 4. Northern Isles. Unsurprisingly, here the choice by Chaemiko. You can creep level 2 here very easily. Militia creep at the first green. AM footies at the second green. Normally the Farseer should never be level 2 when he comes to harass to steal the last hit with a chain lightning. So fast expansion once again seems to be abandoned. We saw it. Oh, or is it? As I say it, wait a minute. What's going on there in the north? What's going on there for Soin? What? Grunt first and creeping the Claws camp first. That means Chaemiko is left completely to do what he wants here in the early game. That's the thing about Orcs nowadays. With fast Headhunters, almost nobody goes for a Peon Scout. You can do it, do a Peon Scout, but it does slow down your tech quite a bit. Ring +4, bad find for Chaemiko early, will be great for the MK later though.
A player's forces are under attack.
And Farseer now running across. Now sees the item on the Archmage and realizes, oh my god, it's a fast expansion. Alright, this is interesting. He's gonna try to kill as many peasants as he can. Chaemiko's gonna try to do a footy block. Oh, but the Farseer is of course quite fast. Chaemiko trying to protect these peasants as best as he can, and he's doing a really good job so far. It is definitely a bit of a delay on the expo. He went for the tower first, which is prudent, as the tier 2 has started for Soin.
Town is under siege.
With the wolves harassing in one place, the Farseer also to be considered, and maybe even headhunters. There's a lot of things that Chaemiko has to manage right here. And calling militia in the main means low lumber, means the expansion production might be slowed down. So far though, Chaemiko's handling this very, very well. He didn't lose a single peasant yet, which is crazy. But there's something going on at the expo. Yeah, Grunt and Headhunter. But Chaemiko smartly split his units.
A player's forces are under attack. The town is under siege.
Wolves in the main, as the arcane is at the expansion. I like that. But look at the arcane positioning. Even the peasant in the back can be protected. Very cool. Trying to surround the Grunt. Chaemiko known for these kinds of plays. Oh, but misses that one slightly. That would have been a big deal. Alright, was 4 peasants dying in the main. That's definitely quite painful. Chaemiko might now have his gold surplus. Could perhaps invest into boots. Alright, definitely a bit of a painful early game for Chaemiko, but now the expansion is standing. Peasants will be remade in the main, but he has to make a lot of them. And we see early defend upgrade. Peasants, 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 peasants. That's the name of the game right now.
A player's forces are under attack. A town is under siege.
Some of these headhunters might be in trouble though. Footy's chasing from one side, Archmage coming from the other. Does he have the boots? I think he does. And once again we can see Chaemiko able to apply a lot of pressure just with a handful of units. Just 3 footies and the AM right now in this attack. Not trying to cancel the tier 2 buildings, but rather trying to kill units right now. Can definitely get this one grunt. Oh, but the TC shows up with the stomp. Having the boots on the AM here, very, very helpful. Might be able to kill one more headhunter even with that. Question is, how fast can Chaemiko tech? Of course, his tech is going to be greatly delayed, super far behind the orc. Oh my god, he's still not teching. Oh, he's trying to get up towers, maybe. Needs to get up guard towers against possible wyvern, I guess. Oh my god, this tech is gonna be so late. Oh, but it's raiders and pillage. And the water elemental may have seen the first raider. Chaemiko already has a bit of a wall off in the main, that's very good. Wants to build a farm wall, also ideally at the expo.
Players' forces are under attack.
And once Ensnare's finished, these footies will be taken out one by one. And then the game's gonna become quite complicated for Chaemiko, because he will have lost all map control. And it's gonna be very hard to do anything out on the map. Towers coming up, that's certainly the right call. Lumber upgrade. Oh, only 2 towers at the expansion so far, and it's Shockwave first. Wow. This tower should certainly be cancelled. Yep. And normally with this kind of play from the orc, we see the natural being taken first, and then expanding there, and then trying to pick off more and more units and get ahead with pillage economically. Second attack upgrade already for the raiders. Alright. This is going to be all about building kills. And Masonry upgrade is being researched. The perfect counter to this kind of play. Also, by the way, Mass Footy is not too bad against Raiders. They do, of course, suffer against Shockwave Chain Lightning, but it's only level 1 Chain Wave, so it's not really that scary. Oh, we got 2 footies gonna harass in the main with the defend. That's also very efficient. Seems to me like Chaemiko is stabilizing more and more. When tier 2 is finished and MK and Sorks are coming, so it might be in some serious trouble.
The player's forces are under attack.
Peon harass in the main, very annoying right here to deal with. I like that Chaemiko isn't trying to chase for these kills too much. He's just putting in every bit of free damage that he can. Also love the shop over here. Of course, more and more footmen will be falling. But the tier 2 power of Breaker Caster is going to be very dangerous. Oh, AM gets caught. This should be a TP force now. Oh, or is it? I think he's surrounded. Of course, there's no Stomp to be afraid of here. So, he's not going to get stunned. And he holds on to the TP as well. AM now close to level 3, and the MK should be out in just a moment. Indeed. We got 1 Sanctum coming. Second Sanctum should be added soon. And Soin is not finding the proper counter to this play. Alright, this is certainly going to be a TP force now with Mass and Snare. That is doable. Over to the Expo.
The town is under siege.
Oh, the MK is probably going to get cancelled. Yep. Mass and Snare, no repair. Remember, it's 2-0 upgrades on these Raiders, so that's a lot of damage. Let's stream.
A player's forces are under attack.
Alright, Soin is finding a few good moves. Force the TP, kill some footies, cancel the MK. But still, if Chaemiko ever makes it to 65 supply, Breaker Caster, there's no way Soin can take a fight. And Soin doesn't have an expansion. Since Soin doesn't have an Expo or tier 3 coming, it seems like there's just no transition for him.
The town is under siege.
It seems like he just has to kill either the main or the Expo. But against these towers, it's not that easy. A couple of farms are falling, but those can be remade pretty easily for Chaemiko. Remaking them now at the expansion. As, by the way, also the MK is finally going to come out. And again, 3 footies harassing in the main. And you can't just deal with that with only burrows. It takes too long. Oh, that's so many raiders. Jesus. Would love to see a lumber mill in front of the main for Chaemiko to protect his main building. Mining stopped at the moment for Soin, but the wolves are coming back home. They should be able to deal with this. Second armor upgrade as well for the raiders. Alright, TP needed once again. Does he have a second speed scroll, I wonder? Soin definitely still has a TP. As now the MK finally joins. AM is trying to distract. Did you rebuy it? Did you rebuy the TP? If not, this is going to be a huge problem. Oh, he didn't rebuy the TP! Oh, MK brought it. Oh my god, dude. The MK brought it last second. Jesus Christ. Stressful moments. But honestly, Soin hasn't been losing any units. That might, however, change now. Not sure if Chaemiko got a new TP. TP might be on cooldown. Yeah, TP has a 2-minute cooldown in the shop. Hey, didn't get a new one yet. Oh my god. Oh, and the shop's gonna get taken out. Oh, that's a big deal. And Chaemiko is still broke. Just has to repair and remake buildings all the time. And Soin might win this, actually, with the mass raiders.
The player's forces are under attack.
Show us the expo, dude. Are you kidding me? Oh, mass repair. Mass repair! The raider damage is not quite enough. Just barely he holds on. Wow. This is a pretty sick game, man. Super close affair between the two. But Soin is on a timer. Soin is super all in. There's no way he can take a fight if Chaemiko is just left alone for a few minutes. And it is double sanctum now. Chaemiko is still not in upkeep. He's making a new shop. Still needs to be careful, Chaemiko. If his heroes get caught and he loses both heroes, Soin can definitely still win this game, but his positioning has been really good this game so far. Mass ensnares flying, but also... Oh, Archmage getting caught without a TP. He's trying to transfer the heal potion. He does manage to do it. He's trying to make it to the shop. He's trying to make it to the shop to get the TP, but he's too far away. He can buy it with the MK and transfer it, maybe. I think he's trying to do that. Oh, Invis! Oh, and the Ensnare wears off. AM saved. TP back. Trying to make it behind the wall, kind of. Heal scroll on the Raiders. Oh, wait a minute. Chaemiko might lose everything here. He's fully surrounded. New TP? Oh my god. Last second with the TP. Oof. Jesus Christ. Alright, and now attack against the expansion again. And this time it's gonna fall, I think. So I'm also getting lots of gold here from pillage. He's taking a lot of damage. Heal scrolls had to be used. Some raiders died. The question is, can Chaemiko remake the expansion? If he can, he should. You still got the towers there protecting him. Soin might win this, though. Soin might actually win this somehow. I love the backpack, by the way. Bringing in items over and over with the backpack. Yeah, I'm not sure if Chaemiko has a new TP. I don't think so. Yeah, the shop was destroyed, of course. He doesn't have a new TP. Love seeing the backpack. I feel like orcs totally underutilize backpack most of the time. And this might be game. Chaemiko has to call to arms right now, I think. Trying to force the TP out of the CORSAIR. Oh my, doesn't quite manage to, or does he? MK chasing, Stormbolt is ready! Oh, and the CORSAIR dies! But the AM will die as well. He's got a heal potion still, though. Oh, he's trying to fight his way out! But he's getting surrounded again and again. Oh my god, this is so crazy, dude. He's getting healed by the priests! There's not much damage! The TC can't reach for the right clicks. AM will die finally, though. He's trying to transfer items on the ground! Oh, he misclicked! He misclicked the TP on the ground instead of on the AM. Dude, this is so ridiculous. If the MK gets 3, that's gonna be a big upgrade. He's got the TP still. And that raider would be level 3. Oh, and he gets it. TP's over to the shop, saves 2 of the casters. Soin with 900 gold. Not going for the tavern res. That might be a mistake. Chaemiko can't really go for a tavern res because it's too far out on the map. Dude, how many TPs has Chaemiko bought this game? This is a crazy game. Really enjoying this one.
A player's forces are under attack.
But perhaps Chaemiko has finally stabilized. It seems like he has. Again, if Chaemiko ever makes it to 65 supply, he has won. When the army is still very small, Soin can perhaps overrun him with Shockwave and Mass Raiders, Speed Scrolls and Chain Lightning and Wolves. But once the human army is big enough, Soin will have no chance anymore. Control Magic, by the way, would be a great addition. Now that we finally have some breakers. Really impressive survivor play by Chaemiko, who's been under so much pressure this whole game. Creeping the Tuskars. He's gonna have to TP back to the expo, and he does. Shop goes down quick. The TC gets level 4. Oh, that's a very aggressive TP by Chaemiko. He should have gone perhaps behind the wall. But the AM also rejoins. Mana potion on the MK. He's got the clap. Wait. Didn't he also have bash? The expansion might fall again. Double heal scroll needed though to achieve this. I think even if the expo falls, it's not the end of the world. And the expo, oh yeah, will certainly fall. With the shockwave. But a few more raiders are going down. Chaemiko has a strong army now, and the MK is super tanky with those heal pots. Oh, AM getting caught. He's trying to take out the AM again. But raiders don't do much right-click damage. The priests are healing him up. MK about to get level 4. No, wait. AM. Oh, both are about to get level 4. He's trying really hard to get this Archmage. I think he will. Look at the breaker positioning. The TC can't get to the AM until now. Now we finally can. That's the AM finally dead. A lot of raiders and heal scrolls had to be invested for this. MK does have a new TP as well. Would have to see some surrounds from these breakers. The TC might be a bit too tanky to try to surround. Oh, maybe not though. TC surrounded. Has to save him this time with a TP as well. One more breaker goes down. Man! This game is crazy.
A player's forces are under attack.
But especially when the main runs out, that's when Soin is going to be in real trouble. Going now into walkers. I think he needs Kodos. Kodos against the breakers.
Player's forces are under attack.
If the MK gets to 5, all the breakers, or all the raiders rather, are instantly done for. Alright, but Soin tries to go for an expansion again. This has definitely been my favorite map of the day so far. Very exciting game. Because for the harass from earlier, Soin still has a lot more resources, income left in the main. Is the Archmage still dead? I think so. Alright, there we go. AM returns. MK, whoo, comes in with a nice clap. Chaemiko got the heal scroll, by the way. Does Soin have no heal scrolls at all? Oh my god. Mana potion, clap. Alright. I think we might be seeing the end of Soin right here. Oh my god, so many raiders about to die! Oh, the clap. PC gets level 4. Farseer close to 5, but this Farseer really doesn't do much anymore this stage in the game. And there is MK5. Oh wait, TC's level 5 actually, not level 4. There was a lot of raiders that just died though. Oh boy, oh boy. And the MK is, as so often, the raid boss. Archmage is still kind of exposed. Would love to see some potions or a TP on the AM. Oh my god, this MK. So strong.
A player's forces are under attack.
So the walkers are weird because Spirit Link doesn't do anything. Spirit Link is just gonna get stolen. Yeah. The walkers don't seem to make too much sense right here, to be completely honest.
Under siege.
Expansion scouted it as well. Chaemiko with lots of gold again. 700 in the bank.
Players' forces are under attack.
And now with slow and priest heal, this human army is really good at extended, scrappy engagements. The sustain, the control, super strong. Soin has to try to take out these casters quickly with Chainwave. And that works pretty well. Soin quite far down in supply. Of course, the Brilliance Aura here also for mana sustain is amazing. Archmage. Safe with the Invuln. And this should be it. All the raiders now falling. Even if the AM dies, doesn't matter so much. Plus he's got the heal potion still.
Is under siege.
Oh, wait a minute. Only 600 gold left in the expo. Could that maybe save him? Oh. Archmage getting targeted. Trying to transfer the TP. Invis not quite enough. Oof. Okay, okay, okay. Chaemiko about to run out of money, but now he can go for Clarities and Regent Scroll. And Soin has barely anything left. But Chaemiko can't expand again. Going to the red camp would take way too long. Oh, but he's got the new Invul Potion. I am gonna be protected with that one. Chaemiko definitely clearly looking favored right here. Oh, and this MK has a lot of mana. I don't believe there's a heal scroll, so inside. All the raiders dropping low swiftly.
A player's forces are under attack.
And he's gonna call it! GG from Soin, 4-1 win for Chaemiko. Just like against Fly on the last Playday, another 4-1 win for Chaemiko against ORC, showing again how strong he is in this matchup.